Good morning, friends. I am Heather from Grace on Broadway. Normally we paint, but today I want to give a shout out to the sponsors, one of the sponsors of our Bells and Bow Tour, SurfPrep Sanding, and I want to show you guys about the sander they sent me. I tried to do this video when I first got it, but it was when we were having all of those really horrible internet connection issues and it was really grainy and you guys couldn't see. So now that we're starting to have it all figured out, I wanted to hop back on and show you guys some fun sanding things with SurfPrep. So I see my mom is on. Hi, Mom. So first of all, this is what they sent me. They actually sent me a full kit, and you guys can order either just the sander or a full kit. So this is the 3x4 electric sander. I have a hose hooked up. This hose is actually just to my tiny little shop vac. I don't have any fancy dust collector, and to be honest, for my purposes refinishing the furniture here in the store, I don't need one. This works plenty good enough for me to be able to sand while we're in the shop without getting stuff all over the place. So, hey guys, thanks for popping on. So I just look like my shop vac. Honestly, guys, I have this tiniest little shop vac, and it's fine. If I was going to be sanding more all the time or doing like monster projects, sure, I would need a big fancy one. And you know, the better tools you have, the easier things get. But for our purposes, for right now, this setup is more than enough to get us started.
Cameron's watching.
Hi, Cam. I hope you feel better. My nephew is sick. So what you get if you buy like a full kit is obviously your sander, which has, I have the one that does do the option for the vacuum. You can get it where you don't use a vacuum, which is great too. It just depends on what you want. You can get it in electric or air compressor. Mine is electric. I don't have an air compressor here. So that's what this is. It comes in this super cute box. I love this machine, so I'm trying to keep myself organized so that I don't break it or mess it up. You have, they obviously send you, you know, all the pamphlets, instructions, all that kind of good stuff. I'm the creative type, which means I'm not the instruction type. I'm the type who gets really excited, rips it out of the box, and says, hey, let's play with it. And most of the time, I do that live with you guys watching. So that's how that works. They send you a hose clamp. So right now I have this short hose, and I'm making my husband buy me a longer hose and get that hookup kind of going. So once I have a longer hose, this is great because it helps keep all of your stuff together and organized. Hi, Dad. So they also send you a variety pack of the thinner sheet sanders. So in your pack, you get 80 grit, 100, 120, 150, 180, 220, 320. I mean, there's all the sanders you would need in here. But then you also get this box, which is incredible, of the foam pads. So these come in two different thicknesses. This is a 5mm, and this is about 1/2 inch. And they do different things. So literally, if you order a kit, you get everything you need right away to start. Like, there's nothing I would need to order for a long time. So because it's sanding and it is a machine, it's going to be a little bit loud. So when I do it, I'm not going to talk, and then I'll shut my vacuum off, and then we can talk about what I just did a little bit. So the first thing that is amazing is it's all Velcro, and it's all really good sticky Velcro. And two of the things that come with it are these Velcro pads. So this one you see is super thin, and this one has a pad, and these also have various thicknesses, right? So if you really want to have something, take something off, you want it to be stiff. So in that situation, this is a hard thing right here, but there's no give to it whatsoever, so you're going to bounce and bounce. But if you take this tiny little Velcro and put it here, and this, which is an 80 grit paper, and put it here, it's going to help it slide and groove without kind of bouncing around. It's going to smooth out your sanding. It's going to help the paper just move right across. The other things that are amazing about this, I do have to say, is it's not heavy. This fits in the palm of your hand. And at this right here, I don't know if you can see it. There you go. This is the trigger for how fast or how slow it goes. So as you're using it, see, you can push, right? Depending on how hard you push, depends on how fast it goes. So you don't have like a weird trigger. It's just right here. And there's also different speeds on here that you could digitally push. You want it stronger, you want it lighter. Now, this is good for going straight across. And what I'm going to show you is when you put that thicker pad on, we can actually do the contouring of our pieces and the bends of it without changing, without hand sanding. If you have kitchen cabinets that have a rise to it, you can do that also. Hey guys, so we kind of started this earlier, we were playing, but if we wanted to sand down the top of this, I'm going to turn my vacuum on, so it's going to be loud. This isn't as loud as the vacuum is. Okay, so for all my friends who sand, what you would notice is that, oh, I pressed the button, is that it went fast, right? Like it just took that top right off. And there was absolutely no dust flying around. It all went right into my vacuum. So nothing flopping up, nothing around my store. Everything is nice and neat. And just like that, shoop, my top is coming off. So I could probably get this top done maybe in like 15, 20 minutes and be ready to stain it, which is absolutely incredible. With minimal to no dirt and dust in my store, I'm standing literally in my paint display.
Or effort.
Yeah, there was no effort.
Muscle put in.
No, there was no muscle put in whatsoever. I mean, I didn't even like try. So my arms aren't tired. I can't show you guys, but I know some of you have used like some of the cheaper sanders, and then your hands feel like this for like 5 minutes when you're done. There's none of that with this. It really absorbs all of it. Margaret almost spilled her coffee all over a finished piece of furniture in the background.
It's not finished.
It's not finished. It's almost finished. It's fine. So my hands aren't shaky. My piece is done. My arms aren't tired. So that's incredible. But on the other hand, how many of you girls paint your furniture and then hand sand it back to distress it or to finish it and make it soft? I used to. I fully believed in hand sanding everything. I thought there was no other way. I've learned now that I was wrong. So what you can then do is we're just going to pull these off because we don't need them. And we're going to switch. So now I'm going to actually put this one back on. And I'm going to use this thicker, cushy, very fine sander. Because let's say I want to just kind of buff my piece out and have it feel soft. Because I personally don't like my finished furniture to feel like paint. I don't want to feel the chalk paint feel. I want it to feel nice and soft and buttery before I put my top coat on, because I feel like that's the best way to get a really good finish to your top coat. So this is a sample board that some of you might remember I did. Oh no, I didn't do this. Dustin played with this. This is Dustin's work. he came to my rustic retail market and kind of painted all of this to play with the new metallics. And so he never sanded it. It's not finished. It was on raw wood. So I just want to show you how you can sand with a sander, and it's not going to take my paint all the way off. So if this was a painted finish and I wanted it to stay painted, you can still use this electric sander without fearing anything.
Quick thing. What's it called? What's the sander called?
Oh, it's the SurfPrep.
Here, let's see.
3x4. You ready?
Yep.
That's what I have, the 3x4
And here,
CUG
show the
electric
logo
sander.
so that
And
they know what
here's
to
their
look
logo.
for. There we go.
And you get 10% off your entire purchase by using code BELLS, BELLES 10. So this is very fine because remember, I want this one to stay like this. I don't want that much distressing. I like it pretty. I want it to stay. So. Okay, so again, there was no dust, and it's nice and smooth. Now there's no, high points. There's no paint feel, and I took very minimal of the paint off. It's all still there. So now let's talk about the curved edges, because I know sometimes, and if you wanted to take some back, these come in different grits too. So you can get a higher grit or a lower grit, and you can use it to really pull it back if you wanted to. I just wanted to show you guys that you could also do it where it's not going to hurt your paint.
Where can they buy it?
You buy it at www.surfprepsanding.com. I have it in the link above. And again, BELLS 10 gets you 10% off your entire purchase because they're a sponsor of the Bells and Bow Tour, which will be November 3rd in Edison, New Jersey, and January 18th in Atlanta. Well, actually Conyers, but it's close. So here's fine. They send you, we use super fine. Here's medium. So all different grits to do all different fun things. But my favorite thing so far about this whole sander that I think really, really, really sets it apart is the fact that you could do like say this was on a kitchen cabinet, we're going to just go right over it. Or say this was your drawer front, no problem, because it's going to settle in, and I'll show you that. Actually, see how it just kind of, it'll sit in. What sander does that, right? Like that's pretty amazing. Or say this is our curve. Oh, I got myself all messed up here. Maybe we'll do this one. My hose won't reach. This is why my husband needs to get me the better hose. Look. And we can just go through.
Here, let me go right on the side. So
Yeah, why don't we just do it? Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, but I don't have the headers of it. So I don't have obviously the higher grit on here that we did before, but I could have. Oh, thanks for putting the code up there for me. So if I use the higher grit, the lower grit, the higher abrasion that's going to take this off, it would have pulled it off more. I just wanted to show you guys how it just bends right around. I can show you on this one too. Actually, let's switch to a higher grit so we can can see how cool it is. Does anyone have any questions I can try to help besides where you can get this incredible machine? The one thing that I think is super important is that, yes, there's other sanders on the market, for sure, 150%. However, the better your tools are, the easier your life is. And why not make it harder?
What's the price?
So the price points
range.
are completely different depending on what system you get. They can be a couple $100, and then the full packs I think go up to like $4 or $5. But again, the full pack, I'm not going to have to get paper or anything for probably a while, and I paint and use sandpaper every single day. And you get 10% off. So I put my higher grip back on, and then what you guys saw I did, because this is the thinner paper, is I put the black foam in between. So now we can take off some of this stuff. And then two, while we have it on, again, if you want to do the higher one, it's going to take off some of your paint. Like, let's say you wanted this super distressed, right? Why not? Go right around that edge.
Betty would like to know if it does the detail grooves.
Yeah.
Like, I think she means
like
these little bits in there, which you could probably angle it and not break your sander or, you know, or tear up the paper.
So it could, look. Whoop. This is so awkward because I'm doing it upside down, but it does do it. And we hang it upside down to get it done. I don't know how to do it without.
Yeah, there you go.
Steady, I will show you a picture because I'm hanging upside down to do this. So it will do it though. And then this one I'll show you because I don't have to hang upside down. You can just go right in on the green. I didn't turn on my vacuum. So you can see it fits right in. So other than stuff that I can't do because I'd have to hang upside down in order to show you, because lives are very fun that way because you're doing it for the camera. So if I got in front, I'd block all my fun stuff. Margaret and I were actually laughing and wanting to show you guys what goes on behind the scenes because in order for my camera to be set there where it's still, we actually have a child's chair on a child's table about 2 inches from this. So, which is why some of the angles are kind of tricky sometimes. So I just wanted to show you guys that what this sander can do to some extent and what it can do is make your life a lot easier. No more blisters, no more tired arms, no more weird, shaky, crazy stuff. There's the flat pads, the foam pads, all different grits everywhere. Oh, I just smashed that and it jumped out at me. So you can 100% just get all of this stuff done. Everything comes in a great big kit, or you can buy it, you know, piecemeal and just get the sander and whatever sanders you think you need, and then add to your stuff as you go from there. But I think that's all we have today. I know it's a surprise live, and I just want to say happy Friday. I hope you're having a great holiday weekend. And Margaret and I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.